Amanda here. So today I thought I'd come and share the making of a bingo card with you. I made one the other day for a journal that I was completing and I absolutely loved it. I'd not made one before and it was so cute and so effective. I thought I'd come and make another one and just film it so you can join along with me. I've just grabbed a collection of things. I've not grabbed too many things because if I get too many things I'll overthink it. So I just grabbed a few things, brought them to my desk and we'll see what we're going to do. So the bingo card here, I'm going to leave a link in the description box to my Pinterest page where I've got this saved. If I can link the direct thing I will. Now it prints out really large. Okay, it prints out nearly, I don't know, like 5 by, like huge. So you need to resize it. I did it with a lot of jiggery pokery. You just have a look in your settings. So I resized it. So these measure, as I just thought this was a nice size for slipping in a journal. 3 by 4¼ just about. Okay, roughly. So I mean I printed it on the presentation thickness paper. I printed them out on cardstock. I don't really like printing out on cardstock. I find that it alters the colours of things, okay, because the cardstock will absorb more ink, and so I get better, nicer results if I print on my Navigator presentation paper, which is about 200 and... No, it ain't 200. It's 120 GSM. I'm absolutely lying, saying it's 250. So all I do is I have offcuts of card, and I don't really care what colour it is. It doesn't matter. I'm just using it to just strengthen that, so that when you're lifting it in and out of a journal, then it's not going to all just bend and rip. I am using my Beacon 3-in-1. For gluing anything that is paper based, and the reason being, if it's paper based and I use something like that's PVA based, it warps and it wrinkles and it looks rubbish, whereas this one has got, I don't know, it says acid free blah blah blah, but it's I think it's got alcohol in it so it dries quicker. It's a bit like Colol, and it's just, you don't get the wrinkling of the paper. That's why I'm using it. I use it in my journaling. So if it's something that I know is not going to wrinkle or that I don't care about, then I use, you know, PVA based Aleene's or High Tack or whatever. Where's my scissors? I've only got these scissors. I can't cut that out. Here they are. Okay, so I do have different glues for different things. This one is, at the moment, it is my favourite, but I need to order some more off of the terrible Amazon, which I hate using, but we're so limited for craft stores in England and it's just utter garbage. That's one reason why I've gone towards digital images, you know, because you can make your own thing. You know, it's hard to get nice scrapbooking papers and things like that. Right, so I'm going to distress the edges on this. Now I'm using Victorian Velvet, and the reason being I want a little bit of a pink tinge. So this is quite vintagey and grungy looking for the colours, and I want to try and bring out a little bit of a pink, so that I could have it in a vintage style journal or it would go in a shabby journal. I just like a little touch of pink. So let me show you the difference in the colours there. So this one, they're both printed on paper. You can see this one's slightly washed out. So this is photo quality in the settings on my printer, and this is standard. So if, I mean, I did that one just to have a look at the different colours. So if I'm printing images like this, then I'll use photo quality. If it's something that I'm going to use as a background and for a tag or something I'm not too worried about, then I will just go for standard because it saves your ink. Alright? Just a little tip for you. Right, so that's that done. And then what I am going to do as well, because I do want a little tinge of pink, I've got this Spun Sugar Distress Oxide spray, and this is going to go absolutely everywhere. Let me just get a piece of... It goes everywhere, that's the only thing. I need to make myself a little box. Now I only want a few little just, there we go, that's enough. Just a few splodges. I want some large splodges as well, so I'll just do it, there we go, just to give it a nod towards pink. Alright, so let me just get my heat gun, really quickly get that dry before it soaks in too much. Okay, let's give that a quick whiz. Sorted, that's that done. Okay. Doesn't feel like it's stuck down at the sides, I'll do that after. So that now just gives me a few pinky splodges. So we've got this lovely girl here, I had her given. I don't know if she's a Tim Holtz doll or what. I've got a feeling she is. She's going to be too large, I don't want to go over the bingo, so she's going to get amputated, I'm afraid. So this is the free monthly kit for July over on Artie Mays and Friends on Facebook. So you've got these butterflies and roses, and there's background pages as well. Have I got them? I don't know if I've printed them out yet. I don't think I've printed them out yet. I'll do another video on it anyway. So I'm just going to have a look and see what size will look nice. See, that's a little bit big. Now a tad small, but I still like it. That one's too big, definitely. So we're going to go for this one. So I'm just going to very quickly cut that out. I'm not bothered about cutting off the, you know, the body or the antennas, because you're not going to see them behind the girl anyway. So just grab my scissors and cut as close to the edge as possible, so I'm not losing any of my image, but I don't want to leave a white border. Yeah, I'm not cutting out for, sometimes when you cut out for card making and things, you leave yourself a nice white border, it looks cute. We're not doing that, are you? We're cutting as close to the edge as possible. I'm just gonna cut off the body. I'm not going to worry myself about cutting that out because I don't need it. Now what you can do is you can emboss these. It would make my video a bit longer. I might emboss some more another day for something else. Okay, I don't need to worry too much about cutting around its head or its antennae. Okay, you're not going to see them. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use the Victorian Velvet. I'm just going to go around the edges first so I don't have any white where I've cut. Okay. And then I'm just going to add some colour. So what I'm going to do is finger and thumb there, and I'm going to allow that to curve over. As it curves over my finger, it'll give you like an arched sort of look. So I'm using my thumb as kind of like a stencil. The wash, it's fine, it's only ink. Alright. Alright. Just go in there a little bit to just even that out a bit. There we go. Job's a good one. And what I'm just going to do, I've got a black crayon somewhere. Oops, I'm just getting my black crayon and I'm just emphasising the black tips. It's not a necessary step, this is just me being finicky. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is attach the wings, bend them ever so slightly. Wings to the little girl. Come on. Right, so I'm going to put it just, there we go, just on the shoulders. Okay. You can add glitter to them, I'm not doing today. I might add glitter, because it depends what kind of journal it's going in, you see. So if it's going in a cute, girly, kind of junk journal, shabby chic style, then I can always add glitter to her wings later. But if I decide I'm going in a vintage style one, I might not want glitter on the wings. So I'm just going to layer up with some bit of collagen. Let's have a look, what should we have? We'll have a bit of this. Music paper. This is kind of what I did last time. Just use bits. Literally use scraps. So when you're thinking, ooh, this is only 1/2 inch wide, I'm just going to throw it in the bin. No, don't. Okay, so I want that just a little bit shorter actually. Okay, and then I'm going to put some glue on there. And I know you can add, somebody said before, you know, add nail polish remover to this kind of glue when it starts to clog up towards the end of its life, which I've done, and it works for about 5 minutes and then it just carries on. So I just need a new bottle. I'm just going to bob that just around there. Alright, and then let's have a look. What should we have? Some of this pink here. So what I'm going to just do is rip myself a piece of this with some of that pink. Let's have a look at her. Where's she going to go? And where am I putting her? Yeah, so it just gives a little bit of an added layer there. So let's get that inked up. Glued on. And another thing that I've started to do as well, because what you can do is end up collecting scraps and collecting scraps and collecting scraps. Then you end up with loads of scraps, you feel overwhelmed and you don't know what to do with them. So what I do is, how I get round not being overwhelmed, so these little scraps here will stay on my desk until literally I've used them on whatever projects I'm doing today, tomorrow, the next day. I'll make sure I use that up now. Alright, rather than stick it in a tray and think, oh well, that's my scrap box, I'll come to it and I'll use it, because 9 times out of 10 we don't. Just don't be kidding yourself that you're gonna, because you're not. Right, so I'm gonna put this girl about there. We are going to be chopping her legs off and I'm not bothered. Alright, so I'm going to glue her on. And the reason that I'm not bothered about chopping her legs off, although she would fit. In fact, I'm not going to chop her legs off. The reason being, I didn't want to cover up the word bingo. Maybe if I'd have had more time, I'd have printed another one out and resized it. But you know what? We all know it says bingo, don't we? So it doesn't matter. So I'm not chopping. I'm not chopping your legs off. Don't worry. Poor kid. Right. So I've got some words here. Quite fancy this. I like this. Tell your story. So what I might do, just trim that out. And then I do have my beloved, which I will never part with, Classic Labels Punch. This is a Stampin' Up one. And what it does is, it means that I can print out punch out the words straight, because I cannot cut straight. Absolutely no chance I would be able to cut those in straight lines. None. However, that does it for me, and then all I've got to do is just snip the ends off. Like that. And see, I can't even get that bit straight. So tell me your story. Tell your story. Is that a bit big to be going across here? No, it ain't. I like it. So, don't know where I've got these words from. They'll be one of Artemis kits. Do you know what? I might I'm prone to changing my mind, I'm ever so sorry. I'm not putting it across her. I don't want to cover her all up. So we're going to cut it like that. Yeah. And that way she's not getting hidden the whole way by that. Just bear with me. Apologies for the break in the video there. I had to just nip out, so like you do in the middle of a video. So I'm just going to, oops, it is. Have a look for suitable little brad here. And, I want a little bronze one, I think. Small as I can get it. There, that one will do. I'll have that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to poke a little hole there, and then I'm going to get some of my ribbon. This is what I did on my other one, and I really liked how it turned out. So I'm going to have some ribbon, a little bit shorter, cut it to about there. Okie doke. And then, what have I just done with that brad? Oh yeah, it's there. Stick my brad through the ribbon, like that. Then stick it through the little hole that I've got poked. In fact, it needs to be over a little bit more, does that? Hold on. There we go. There we go, just so that it's just below where it says bingo. And then separate it. I can never see little tiny things like this. It drives me mad. My eyesight's shocking. Can't see, where are you? There you are, look. Got you, you slippery little sucker. Alright, it's like a little split pin. Okay. Like so, and then if you feel that that's flapping about, you can always add a bit of glue there if you so desire. Alright, let's just move that. So it makes it a bit dark. Okay, let's have a look. How's she doing? I think I might just put a little bit of glitter on the wings. Let's get some stickles. And a little tiny brush. I need some more of this stuff. I always use the back of my hands like a little paint palette for stickles, because it's can be a bit unpredictable where it's going. So I'm just doing the tips. I'm not doing the whole kit and caboodle. I'm just going to do kind of round the edge. Just a little tinge of glitter there. And here. And there you go. That's just a lovely little addition to a journal. Okay, with your little bingo card. As I say, look in the description box below. I will leave a link where you can print these out for free if you don't already have, you know, a stamp. Some people might have, there's a Tim Holtz stamp, or you might have a digital kit that's got these in. If not, the link is there for you to try. Please like and subscribe, and see you again soon. Bye for now.